Oh, okay.
You want me to stop it?
No, you're fine.
Good evening, everyone. Candid Culture, how are you doing tonight? I am completely distracted because that was the wrong intro. So this is Crystal Lynette.
Hey, Queens, it's Misha Allen. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Hey, lovely people. It is your girl, Kia Simone.
Tonight, we're going to be talking about loans. It's going to be a fun night. We've got some other things for you. But first, Misha.
Let's break some ice with some Convo on the Rocks.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right on in, okay, with the Convo on the Rocks. Okay, so first question. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever emailed or texted someone? Kristen looking like she...
I'll say I thought I was texting my mom a meme about a good D, and I sent it to my mom. And
wait. Okay, it was a meme, and you were sending it to someone else, and you sent it to your mom. Did your mom understand what it meant?
She was just like, wow. Like I think she just put wow. No, I think when I realized I sent it to her, I immediately was like, wrong person, sorry. And then she was just like, wow. And that was it. And I was like, oh Lord. That was my most embarrassing, I think, text. Yeah. Or wait. I was talking about, like, I sent a screenshot. I was trying to send a screenshot to my friend, but I sent it to the person I was talking about. And I was just sitting there like, oh, I meant you look nice in this, I like this picture. That's yeah, this is the one I like. Like, I was trying to like cover it up, but I was like, dang it, like I literally sent the screenshot to the person I was talking about.
So how did you recover? Like, what did the person say when they got it? Because I know they was like, oh.
I don't think they even responded. I think, or they just like carried on like nothing happened. So I was just like, Lord.
Shame on you, girl.
Right.
They were just like, I'm not even about to respond to her. Ooh, child. You want to go or you want me to go next, Crystal? You're muted.
You were like, you're muted. Oh, shoot. I did have kind of the same thing. I had this picture of this stripper / model, and I don't know if he had a piece or something. It was long. It was a very chocolate man. I'm trying to think of his name. In LA, he was a stripper in LA, and he was laying in bed. You know how they used to do those.
Wait, when you say piece, you mean his thing?
Yeah, yes, but it was like very defined, and I think
defined.
I don't know that was all him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Then maybe it was all him. Good God, if it was. But oh gosh. I think I did. I sent this to my aunt, and she was just like, "Crystal, what is this?" I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send that to you. I was sending that to my friend." And yeah, I think that's. But yeah, because you had to look like this, and I was like, all right, because he's laying in bed and he's like holding a pillow, and all you see is the yeah. It was a whole thing. It's, I'm sure there's more, y'all. Thank you.
So mine was embarrassing. You know how like you break up with somebody and then you have one of those like lonely nights. So I said it was embarrassing because I knew I shouldn't have been texting them. So I was trying to, do the late version of a booty call, but I knew I wasn't really interested in them. So I wasn't, I don't drink. So I was just like, why did I text that? You can't resend a text. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel so inappropriate right now. So I'm glad they were in the bed because I was like, oh my gosh. So the next morning I woke up and I was like, I'm sorry for the inappropriate text. Sorry. So they probably was thinking like, dang, I wish I would have seen it that night. But yeah, that was embarrassing because it was just like, I feel like I put myself out there. So I was like, don't do that no more, Kia. Go to bed. Just go to bed. Don't be up like, So that was embarrassing for me. I don't think I've ever emailed anything crazy. Now I made a mistake and called the wrong phone number. Like when you're working at work and you're on Teams and you get something to piss you off and you be like, oh, let me and you call the wrong person. Like, sorry, I didn't call you. Because I was about to talk about you, but so I've had a couple of those, but I hung up real quick. So those are my embarrassing moments. So let's see. Do you guys prefer nights in or nights out? Question number 2.
Nights in for me. I just can't do it anymore. It's not fun. It's just like I'm just sitting there like, okay, when are we gonna go home? Okay, like we can go to dinner, but let's just go home. I went to a friend's birthday dinner. They're like, let's go to this lounge right quick and let's go right here right quick. And I'm like, it's not gonna be no right quick. And no, I'm just gonna go home because it's like you think of things differently because it's like parking. What if your shoes aren't comfortable? And then I'm just thinking about my daughter because like my daughter, she'll wait up for me. She don't care. She's like, I'm not going to sleep till mama comes home. So then I'm thinking about her. So it's just not fun for me, especially because these men ain't really about nothing now. So it just seems like all like a waste of time. So it's definitely nights in for me.
It's nights in for me too. Go ahead, Kia.
Nights in?
It's nights in for me too. And the funny thing is I had this conversation with myself a couple of weeks ago because I've, been trying to get out more and he ain't going to come if he ain't going to knock on my door. So I'm like, let me at least try to get out once a week. And I said, is it because of the pandemic that it's nights in? But because here in Atlanta, there's always something to do, but I don't like, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, the same thing. Oh, well, let's go here right quick. Right quick is really an hour or 2 or 4. And then you got to park, you got to get back out. It's not going to be real right quick. So I'm just like, nights in for me. And if it was a night out, I like doing different things that are different and fun, but not these like bars and clubs. I don't do that anymore. So everywhere from where I am is at least 30 to 45 minutes. So, and then I got to come back. Then I've had a couple drinks. It's a thing. So nights in for me, but I'm hoping that, but I don't want that to be I want more variety in that. Mm-hmm.
So I've been a nights in for a minute. So after my club days, it's been nights in for me. So it's funny how like my coworkers will have, events and stuff. And I'll be like, listen, if it starts after 9 o'clock, I can't come because I'm going to be in the house by 9 with my retainer in my mouth, bath, everything. I'm going to be ready for bed. So I'm nights in. I like to just be comfortable, like, in my own little space, I
Mhm.
guess I've been older for a minute. So 19 for me.
It's nice and for all of us. Because here, like they have like cigar lounges that you don't have to smoke, but they have different stuff. But it's still, yeah, nights in.
Yeah, a good movie, good book, just to cuddle in your bed, like those are the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then now when it's so much, it takes so much to go out. So, like I said, with a woman, you got, you know, if you want your dress to lay right, not that you trying to wear a girdle, but you still want to put on some type of body garment under it. Now you sitting there and you like, it's just too much to go out. So nights in.
Girl, have y'all ever been somewhere and you had a couple of drinks and your seal breaks, and that means where you gotta go to the bathroom like every 10 minutes now, and you gotta take off the whole body. I'd be ready to go home after that. I'm like, I am not taking this like armor off every 20 minutes to go to the bathroom.
Wow. That is not just is that right, but that is so true. And to a point I've literally taken it off and like, look, I'm gonna put this in my purse and that's it. Like I can't, I'm not doing this no more. Because yeah, but you want to look cute and you want to make sure everything is pulled in and pulled together. But still, yeah. And then, we like to look cute. We like to dress up, even if we're just here on Zoom. Y'all know we try to pull it together. So like I got some outfits and some heels in there. So if I'm gonna really put it out there, I'm gonna really like dress up and stuff.
But it's just a lot of work. So like I said, I prefer, like you said, a t-shirt on, just chilling. So just another side note before I ask the next question. I teased Robin. I told her she has to learn the YouTube etiquette because she likes to say hi everyone, and then she disappears or takes her glasses off or something. And Misha was speaking to her the other day in the chat, and I said, "Well, you didn't respond." She said, "Oh, I didn't see it." I said, "Stop saying hi if you're not gonna respond to people, because that's what happens in the YouTube streets. Once people start knowing your name, you need to respond."
Exactly. Hey, Robin.
No, she said, "Oh, Misha said hi. Tell her I said hi." So I'm just telling you her message, Misha.
That's so funny.
So back to the normally scheduled program. The third question is, what's the most out of character thing you've ever done? I'll go ahead since y'all think of hard. So I even though I be running my mouth a lot, I'm really not about that life. It takes a whole lot for me to be like, boss, be like, you about to get these hands, or I'm just gonna go all the way off. So I do not curse, and I don't curse. Like, and so it takes a lot for me to get to there. Pretty cool kind. So one day, this is in my adult life, my brothers did some real scandalous stuff to me. Like they played me like a dude in the streets, really. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the story. So my brothers were supposed to come over my house for dinner. So I'm ordering all this food, like guys, I don't cook. So I'm ordering all these like things, and you get stuff from different restaurants or different stuff, specialties or whatever. So I'm running around getting this and getting this. Okay. So I'm at home, got the whole thing set up. They didn't answer the phone. So they're together. So I called one phone, no answer. Call the second phone, no answer. So now I'm gonna call your wife and your girl, one brother wife and the other brother girl. They not answering. So I'm like, oh, they all just sitting together. They think this is funny. So I'm not like, all this food is there. And I was like on Weight Watchers or something. So I'm not even eating all this stuff. I was like literally getting the food for you guys. So I was like, oh, these playing me like a girl in the streets. Oh no. So when I finally got a hold to them, I cussed them out from today to tomorrow. They probably, I didn't know she knew how to cuss like that. So why I was out of character was they called, like my mama, my aunt. I can't believe she cussed us out like that. So it must have been a real good, I didn't say must have been, it was a real good cuss out. So my aunt took up for me. That's how you know it was out of character. She was like, no, Kia wouldn't do that. She called me on the phone, was like, they're lying. They're talking about you cussed them out, this and that, and this and that, whatever. I said, I did. And you better let me calm down because I'm still cussing. So I'm still cussing, y'all. So I have a thing about people who cuss around their parents. So she was like, well, let your mama talk to you. So I'm still on like 100. So I said, I can't talk to her right now because I got all these cuss words in my body. My mama get on the phone. Why are you cussing? I told her I didn't want to talk to you. So it was out of character for me because I've never cussed in front of my mom. But I'm like, why would you put her on the phone? You know I'm still hot the next day and I'm still cussing. So that was the most out of character thing for me because I'm not a cursor. Lord forgive me for cussing in front of my mom. That's it. That was out of character because I've never cussed my brothers out.
I guess I'll go because Crystal, like, she's still thinking. But mine was I finessed myself and my friends into a club. And I had been drinking that night. So it was out of character for me because I'm not like that smooth with my words. But that night, I was just like, so what happened was we walked up to get into the club. The guy's like, oh, the cover price is this much. And I was like, I'm not paying that. Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, before he could even say that, I saw he dropped something and he was picking something up. So I slid past the rope so I didn't have to pay the cover fee, first of all. So I was in the club, but my friends were still outside. What'd you say? You're muted.
I said, how much was the cover fee?
It was probably $40. We were in Vegas.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
you was in Miami because those cover fees be real high. So I was like, okay, maybe she was like, all right, I'm not about to do this.
it wasn't even like I had the money. I could have paid for everybody, to be honest. But for whatever reason, I just wanted to finesse and get over on everybody. So I slid past the rope. And so I'm like, you need to let my friends in. And he's like, no, they gonna pay the fee. And I was like, no, they're not, because the club closed in a couple hours. We're not even getting a full night. Like, you just need to let us in. And he was like, okay. And I was like, and just let him in. I went to someone's bottle service table and just acted like it was mine, was telling bartenders to pour drinks, and it was just everybody looking at me like, whose table is that? Why is she over there? And I was just living my life. So that was probably my night because I don't know, it was just a night.
I'm still looking at Kimberly, Monique King's. I was looking at Kimberly reviews and then now Monique's. Actually, Monique King and I have something in common. The one and only time I ever went through an ex's phone, because I legitimately am not a jealous person, and I don't literally the one and only time my ex in LA, and I just had a feeling. And the sad thing is, if you go and if you go looking for something, you're gonna find it. So yeah, but that was the one and only time I've ever done. And I know I was in my 20s. I don't remember how old I was, but yeah, that was the one and only time I ever went through an ex's phone. So that's definitely out of character for me, and I've never done that again. Because I honestly am not just not jealous, but I don't care. Like, to me, don't cheat, don't mess around. We can break up. Like, I'm not somebody that's gonna. I'm not that person. So, but I was that day. I was and I found a lot of information, and that really made me angry. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna give you. I'm sure that got a couple others, but that's the one I'm gonna give you.
Well, in my 20s, I was a private investigator because I guess that's all I dated was cheaters, okay? So I used to be all in their business. Now, as a grown woman, I'm not about to look at nothing extra. I don't even want to look at my stuff. And me and Dee Dee had that same issue. When I was like, what you need your girl password for? What you need this? So I was like, at this point, I don't even want to like respond to my own stuff. So I don't need to read your messages. Listen, bro, it is what it is. So
Kimberly, you threw a stack of CDs and DVDs at an ex's face because you caught him in a lie. She said, "I've been delivered."
You know how mad you got to be to stack all them DVDs and CDs up and then throw them?
And the thing about it is he could have pressed charges, Kimberly. You thank God he didn't.
That plastic is heavy.
That's why you got to know the law. Like if you slash somebody's tires, don't slash all 4, just slash 3. Because if you go over a certain, don't ask me how I know this, but if you go over a certain amount of damage, then you can get like charges pressed. But if you slash all 4 tires, you'll get like you can go to jail for that. But if you slash like 2 or 3 and just scratch up the side, you don't get the charges. So
a certain amount it's a misdemeanor, and then over a certain amount it's a felony.
Yes.
More money. Okay.
Well, most guys that know that they do dirt like that, they don't even be calling nobody because they know that they deserve that. You better, he be like, I'm glad she didn't slash me. When you do stuff, you be like, now what you gonna do? Because they know that they be on some stuff.
So, Monique, so you went through an ex's phone when you were in Vegas. He was asleep, and I woke him up by smacking fire out of him. All right. You must have felt like I said, you go looking for something, you're gonna find it.
Well, Monique, he better slash the other tires. She said the insurance will pay for 4 tires, not 3 or less. So he better slash the the other one himself and go ahead and put the claim in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, okay. But like I said, most guys do dirt. They be knowing. Like I said, you can burn all his clothes in the front of the yard, in the front line, and he's not gonna do anything because he know, and he gonna be walking out there with just one pair of boxers. Like, baby, they know.
He need to run out of there.
But I'm just saying, when guys do dirty, like when Monique smacked him, he probably was like, "Oh, okay." He knew. Well, it was coming.
Mm-hmm. He knew what he was doing wrong. So tonight, y'all, we're going to be talking about loans and just everything about loans. Loaning people money, loaning people loaning people your sanity. Go ahead. So, Kia, you want to start it off?
So I ain't gonna even lie. Kojo got me on a whole other tip. He done did a live. Wait, he done did a live on IG and prayed over the people to get the people saved. I said, "Oh, Kojo, it's weird. This is our topic." And I'm thinking in my head, like, you said, forgive, let it go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I sat there watching, and I watched most of it, and then I got a phone call, and I'm like,
I missed it.
Oh no, he talked about money and loaning somebody money, and somebody was
and it was substantial amount from 2 different people. So
and he got scammed, and I was like, "Yo, this is our topic tonight. This is a different." Oof.
So let me just go here.
Start giving us Bible verses.
Yes. So I was like, okay, he just brought me all the way down. But loans, to me, they always say don't loan anything that you can't afford to lose. So I was like, why does the person who loaned gotta be the bigger person? So for me, I don't really care for loans. Like if I know that you really, in need, I'd rather just give it to you. And then you have those people that have poor money management. So I'm not about to enable you in your poor money management, because I had one person that would, it was an inconvenience. They didn't know how to work any technology. And they would want to, meet me on the side of the road. Like, what? No, it was a girl. So it would be like, meet me here, or I got to pay you back. And it's just like, so you want me to stop doing what I'm doing and meet you? So it's more it was just like a whole headache. And then they would pay it back. And then like 2 days later, like, oh, can I borrow it again? You like, well, you should have kept it. Like, what are we doing? So I just think she had poor money management until finally it got to a point. It was like, listen here, we're not doing that no more.
So this topic really ties into honesty for me because to me, just like you just told that story, Kia, my whole thing would be like, is she even being honest as to what she really needs the money for?
I think she just had poor money management.
Why
You know,
why do you need to meet her on the side of the road?
because she lived real far. Like she lived like okay, so
There
I
go Crystal instigate.
so there she go. She lived far. So it's not like she was like a shady character. She
Okay.
just lived far. Like I live far from mostly everybody I know. And that's done on purpose. So mostly everybody I know lives like 45 minutes away from me. So she'll be like, oh, well, you want to meet at the mall or you want to meet at, where you at? Oh, I'm on this street. Okay, well, you want to meet me at this store? And that's still the side of the road. At the gas station, that's the side of the road. So yeah, I mean, I just think she had poor money management and kind of like, she would buy stuff and you'd be like, but you didn't need that. So when I seen her buying stuff that she really probably couldn't afford, I was like, okay, that's why you keep asking for these loans. You may not want to spend your money. We had a conversation about, certain things like people that get their nails done. If you can't afford regular life, you can't go to the nail shop every week. I got nubs. Okay, you might not be able to get that pedicure. Okay, you might need to learn how to go on Amazon and get the little kits for $10 or less and work it out. That's what we had to do during the pandemic.
That's true.
So she was just one of the people that like, oh, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that, so I have to pay for it. I'm like, well, you better learn how to, lay your edges down. You better learn how to do them nails, and you better learn.
It's so funny because Misha and I one of our favorite movies is A Bronx Tale, and I remember him chasing after this kid for $20. And what did he say? He said, "You got rid of him for $20." Like to me, and unless it's some astronomical amount that is gonna like prevent me from doing what I need to do or paying a bill, I don't worry about it as much, and that's why when Kimberly said I want all my money, I don't really I because you can't take it with you, and you have to have that mindset. I'm not you got rid of them for $20, or if it's
And it used to be a respect thing too.
I think it's a trust thing. Yeah,
I had a cousin, and I'm calling him out. So if you watch the show, can I get my $50? It got interest on it now. So he asked could he borrow the $50. It's been a long time, so it's a lot of interest on it. It was just a principle. So you up there, I really need it. I think he said he was trying, basically, why did you get put out where you was at? So he was like, I really need to put my stuff in storage, yada 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 yada. Okay, so you show up on my door. I don't take uninvited guests. So I was like, he's like, I'm outside. You got out your car? So I end up giving him the $50 or whatever. Like, go, I'm going back to bed. And this is like in the wee hours. I think it was morning, not night. It was wee hours in the morning. So like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. So when it was time to pay me back, he said he didn't need to pay me back because I can afford it. I said, so wait, you gonna tell me that you can't pay me back? So he's telling everybody else, and she being petty. Why is she asking me back? And really, honestly, I was going to let him keep it because again, you was in need. You need to know what I'm saying. You're young. I've seen you grow up. So I really was gonna let you keep it, but it was the principle that you said that I didn't need my money. And I was like, well, why are you determining that I don't need my money? Don't look at my job or whatever and say I don't need my money. You don't know what I need.
y'all.
Misha, go ahead because you like.
No, because I'm not where Crystal is at with the whole you can't take it with you, because I start judging people if that's why I just don't loan money, period. Like how you said, if I'll just give it to you. Like if it's an amount where I can just give it to you and not look back, then okay. But if you're asking for money and then we're going to brunch, I'm seeing you on Instagram and you still ain't paid the money back. Now I'm judging you and your character. And now I don't even want to be friends with you because I'm like, you were supposed to give me a certain amount of money back and you out here spending it. And I remember a friend called me. They didn't even ask me for the money, but it was like they was kind of hinting around it. like, oh, this just happened. I need this, but I get paid Friday and I'll have the money then and blah, blah, blah. And I just said, oh, wow, that's crazy. I just did one of those because I knew that amount, if I gave it, I would be counting every nickel and dime. Like, okay, I had an ex. He hit me with the, oh, I was late with the rent and they charged me a late fee. Can you give me this? It wasn't even a lot of money, but when I tell you a week later, he show up with all these bags talking about he went to the mall and bought him some stuff. And I had like a Left Eye moment. Like I really resonated with Left Eye. If you remember, she burnt down that man's house because he went shopping and didn't buy her nothing.
Right.
So when I saw them bags and was like, first of all, you borrowed money from me and then you not gonna give me nothing. I like I just had all these thoughts in my head, and money is just not that thing that I take lightly, because then I start judging your character, then I start looking at you funny, and I don't even want to be around you anymore. So I learned I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet with money.
I want to be clear, like $20, that's nothing to me. Like
Mhm.
you just said, I only want no loan money that I'm not gonna miss. Like it's not gonna hurt me. But if it is, like, for instance, Kojo told the story about being scammed. I wasn't scammed, but somebody, it was $1,500 and it was a family member, and that did hurt me because I did start looking at you and looking at your character, like you were just saying. And some family got angry at me because I kept bringing it up, because I kept saying, like, what are you doing? You're just not even going to try to pay me back. You're just not going to, like, I definitely, but that was one, at the time I did need it. And I felt like it was stolen. It was pretty much stolen from me. So yeah, I get that, but at $20, I don't loan it if it's not a loan. Just like, here, just take it.
But it's also, like I said, the character. Even though, like I said, it was only $50,
yeah.
whatever situation, it's
No,
just like, okay, you it's the level of disrespect, because you more than likely was gonna say, go ahead and keep it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But give me that option to tell you that.
But I want to go over what you just said about your family member that said, "Oh, well, because you can afford it." That is disrespectful, and that is rude. And how dare you make an assumption on what my pocket looks like?
Exactly.
No, that's what I wanted to go over. I wanted to make sure y'all understand that that's not my mindset. $20, or even stuff like that, like, or hey, if we're good friends, and hey, like, sometimes, okay, I got lunch today, you got lunch next week, stuff like that, I don't care about, because I know that, we're longtime friends, because I'm going, like, hey, everybody come, I got you this week, you got me next week, whatever. But just, I loaned you money, even if it's $100, even if it's $500 or something like that. It doesn't matter that I can afford it. How do you know I can afford it? How do you know that not all of this is not on credit cards, or not rented, or on, or robbing? Or how do you know I'm not robbing Peter to pay Paul? How dare
exactly? That's what I'm saying. He didn't know.
I'm like, what my wallet looks like. No, I totally agree with that. So no,
But
and I hate that people make that assumption. Yes, I'm now gone on a rant, but yes, no, what my wallet looks like.
But why do they do that? Like, they take your money, now it's theirs. Then they get mad with you when you ask about it. Like, it's my money. Like, what are you? And then they get amnesia. How much did you give me? When I said Tuesday, no, you said 3 Fridays ago. That's what you said. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Like I said, that's like I said, but when they don't want to pay you back, then you all kind of names in the book, and they want to talk about you, like, oh, I can't believe she want that little stanky $100 back. It's not spanking money, but it wasn't spanking when you met me on the side of the road.
And you on the side of the road, but I do hear what you're saying.
Chris, I'm telling the truth. See, Chris,
I believe you. There's a lot of side roads here in Atlanta, but like Misha was saying, that she kind of had a Left Eye moment. Like, if somebody, like, and she said, You got all these shoes here, not one is a size 4. Like, really? Really? You didn't even think about me? And that's it goes to what we really want, like that consideration. Just consider me. Just consider, like, you just, like you said, got amnesia of where you got the money from in the first place. So yeah.
Now, Kimberly asked a question about the $20 to $50. It just depends on the person. Like, I had someone that was going through some real difficult life situations, and I knew that that person was, and I knew that they were really like it was some stuff. And so, I'm loaning them the stuff, but I never had. I like when she came to pick it up. I was like, no, you can keep this. And she was like, no, 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 no. It's in my heart. I was blessed. I want you to keep it because I don't want you to be trying to worry about how to pay me back. You got all this stuff going on. So that case, that's okay. When you like, okay, well, let me help you with some gas money, whatever. That's different. But when it's somebody that just doesn't manage money, like, okay, I'm not taking care of your DoorDash bill or your gas every week. It's like now I'm funding something. I'm in your budget now. So no, we can't.
And also, when they keep asking, or like you said, that's bad money management, where you're constantly, I get, okay, one time is one time, but if one time turns into 3 and 5 times, like you said, no, get you a business manager or pull yourself together. Like, you just gotta do better. You can't. And I would see me, I was like, that looks bad on me. Like, if I kept doing that, I definitely wouldn't. I couldn't do it to myself. Mentally, I'd be like, Crystal, you got to do better. If that were me, I would not be just constantly asking for $20 here, $40 here, $50 here. No, no. I couldn't do that to myself, let alone to somebody else, and keep doing it, because then it looks bad. It looks bad, and then they stop.
I agree.
Mhm.
But I like you, if you know those friends, it's like every month, every 2 months, they got some drastic thing that happened. Like, oh, they just garnished my paycheck. Then the next week, oh, my car got towed. And you like, bro, like at some point, you got to start being an adult. You got to start being responsible and staying on top of things. That's another thing. Like, I'm not about to enable you. Like, I understand if you hit a rough patch, you're going through a tough situation, but I'm not about to enable a lifestyle of just dysfunctional mess. Like, you got to be responsible and stay on top of your stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly think that we're enabling the bad behavior. We keep giving and giving and giving, and then they don't do better because they know that they can keep coming back to us. My mother told me this a story the other day where she keeps helping this friend. She keeps helping her and helping her and helping her, and the next thing you know, she ain't got it, and the friend ain't got it either. But she's constantly in need and constantly calling. It's not going to help. You gotta say no. Maybe they will do better once you stop enabling them.
And I'm with Brady, but again, that's sometimes when people mess up, they burn that bridge. And like I said, and I get it. Like I said, it's a lesson for you. And it hurts because somebody out here owe me like $7K right now, and you like, okay, you don't owe me this, and so they just stopped talking about it. So it's just like, that's a lot of money. And at first I was stressing. I kept writing it down, like, Lord, putting it in my Bible, like, Lord, please let this person give me my money back. I don't want to go to small claims court, and then they really don't have it anyway, but at least give me 100 here, 100 there. And it's like they just stopped talking about it all together. So it's like, okay, it's gonna cost me more to take you to court, which I'm probably not gonna get it. So, you get a what they say, a claim, but if they don't have nothing to get it from, where are you getting it from? So yeah, Harlem, New York, 7K. And so I've been listening to Kojo tonight. I said, you know what? Let me forgive this person. Because, in the back of my mind, I was hoping that one day they just maybe got stimulus or income. Something I was hoping that maybe they'd be like, you know what? Let me just go and, get her out of my way. But listening to Kojo tonight, I just was like, you know what? Let me let it go and stop trying to hold on, hoping that one day that they'll, do me right. But it is what it is. It's just a lesson learned. So now that they can't ever ask me for any favor or anything because you basically, you played yourself. Well, you played me, but you played yourself too.
they burnt that bridge. The friendship is kind of is, even if it's not forever severed, it's definitely in a different mindset than it was before. Yeah, I agree.
You were saying 7K, so I wouldn't just give 7K to anybody. It was like a real close person. You know how you got a real situation, and it was just like, oh, okay, and it's not like I can afford 7K. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like it was hurtful. Like, okay, like you know what I had to do to maneuver some stuff and stack some stuff. Like I was working hard that year, and then
Yep.
like almost like Kojo said, it felt like they stole from me. So I was like, okay, you know what? But tonight, listen to Kojo after his word on a whole other page.
It was a word. It was a word.
I had to tell myself, like, because I know me, I know my emotions. I'm not there yet. God's still working on me, but I've had to tell myself, do you want to loan this person this money or lose their friendship, basically? Because if I loan them this money, they won't be my friend anymore because I'm going to be looking at them crazy when they don't pay me back or when they out on trips and out of the country and all this stuff. I'm going to have an attitude. So that's kind of my mindset right now. When people ask me for money or they hint that they need money for something, I'm like, how much do you value this friendship? Like, are you prepared to lose this friendship if things don't go how they say they're going to go? So,
yeah. And you know what, Chloe? She said, hey, Chloe, thank you for tuning in tonight because Misha just touched on it earlier. She said, I had a friend that always wanted to borrow money. So that's the key word, always wanted to borrow money. But she was always partying, nails, hair done. She didn't manage her money well, not friends anymore. When, like Misha said, the guy's coming home with bags and bags of stuff, but 2 weeks ago he borrowed money from you. I don't think so. What? And no, that's not.
Alex said they not saved like me and Kojo. Listen, that spoke to my spirit. I was like, Holy Spirit. No, literally listen. The thing that irritates me is because people assume because I'm single and I don't have any children, and they be like, oh, everything looks lovely with Kia. Oh, she don't need that. And so people always like, even when we have family gatherings, that's a whole nother subject. Sometimes people will ask me for the same amount that they ask for family of 5. I'm like, well, why I gotta pay the same amount the family of 5 paid? But okay. So I do. The person probably like, oh, okay, she don't need it or whatever, like that's why they haven't said anything about it. And it was just like, I'm not gonna keep arguing. But when you say small claims, it's like I know I'm not getting it back. So I just kept on praying to Jesus and putting it in my Bible, like, it's in my prayer box. One day this person is gonna pay me back or acknowledge. But tonight I'm gonna let it go, Alex. And God is gonna bless me with more than that 7K. Somehow it's gonna, show back up. I'm just gonna trust God with that situation. Because so yeah, like I said,
that's real. I've had friends that are single as well, and they get the same thing where people think that because you don't have an extra mouth to feed that you have all this extra money laying around. But I'm like, the way I look at it is you don't have that husband or those extra people that you can just call on. So it seems like you wouldn't call on the single person to me. But it's like some people, they don't see it that way because they're just like, you're not going through what I'm going through because I got these 5 kids and blah. And I'm like, well, that ain't my fault. Like,
that's a whole other show, Crystal, right?
That's what we need to be one of our topics. Right? Yeah. That has happened to me before.
If my furnace going right now, I gotta fix the furnace. I don't have a landlord.
Well, I gotta pay the same amount that you for your 5 kids, or for your husband and 5 kids. That is absolutely. I've had that before. Like, what? Why? No, we're not. We're two different. It's not the same. Look, yeah.
So, yeah, that last situation made me real tight with my coins. So it's just like, they, like you said, don't loan nothing you can't afford to lose. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting close to retirement. So I don't have time to be playing with y'all. I'm trying to stack my coins while I can still get up and move and shake, So no,
People make assumptions. People make assumptions way too much. And just because I don't have, like, your same household does not mean that. What did the guy say to you? That well, you got it, so I don't need to pay you back. What? What? How do you know I got it?
The person that
I'm sorry.
but they do know, Crystal. Like I said, it's a lot of people, and I'm looking like,
well, I know.
first of all, most of y'all don't even know what I do for a living. You don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's no business.
no, I'm just saying. You don't make that assumption. You're like, oh, okay.
Black said there are limits for everyone, limits for friends, limits for family, and limits for marriages, significant other. Marriage when it's when in this together. Marriage when in this together. You're right. There are limits. There are limits for especially marriage limits for family. Absolutely. And you can't let somebody talk you into you or talk you into it or shame you into, well, just let them borrow it. Just let them borrow it. Let the money go. No.
Now I did have an issue with being married where we had to talk about this. I was like, you need to stop loaning money and we don't talk about it. It's certain people, like you said, he was enabling them. So it's certain people that will always be asking for a loan. And I was like, bruh, that's taking money from me. You better not me, but from the household. I'm not going to take away me. From the household. So if you keep loaning, and I said, we're gonna have to put a cap on this, okay? Anything over to go out the house over this amount on my side or your side, we need to talk about it. Now, if you loan somebody $50 because they need gas money for the week, okay, you ain't gotta come in here like, kid, can we loan? But when there was some big loans, these people was asking for substantial amounts, and I'm like, and it was the same, like you said, the same people. Usually, people that ask for loans are the same people that need
time.
I had this one situation. I went out to brunch, and this friend was like, "Oh, I forgot my wallet. You got it," or like, and just handed me the bill, and I'm like,
"Did they say you got it?"
Yes. And I was like, and I budgeted that day because outside is expensive. You can walk outside and spend $300, $500 like nothing. So I budgeted that day. I'm only spending this amount, and then I'm going to go take my daughter out and we're going to do something fun. So I was like sitting there and I'm like, you got it. Like now you're digging into the money I set aside for my daughter to go and take her out. Now you touching my daughter's money, and now I got an issue because this is not cool. And it was like, did you plan to do this? Like, why did you invite me here if you had to know you didn't have money? Because for you to come to this epiphany, you ain't got no wallet when the bill comes, makes me think like you had this all planned out, like you got it, you good, I want to go out to eat, you can pay for it. And I'm like, yeah, no. So it was a very long break where I just like didn't go out with that person. They invited me out and I was just like, no, I got something to do. No, because you're not gonna play with me, my money, or my time. I was just like, no.
And I get it. That's why we say no new friends. Because you know, the friends that you with, like how it go. That's a whole nother topic again, right? I'm gonna write it down. So, how do you and your girlfriends go out and eat? Because I hate that person to be like, your bill was $32.72. I don't have 72 cents. If you don't go somewhere, but yeah, your friends. So I don't think none of my friends would, be, like I left. And if they did, it's genuine, something really happened. And they would have told you, like, girl, my cash app is messed up or something like that before we, get somewhere you sit down. Crystal, you muted. You're just talking, Crystal.
Assumption is what drives me nuts. Like for them to just give you the bill, oh, you got it. I know I don't got it. And for you to, I mean, we can share, we can go Dutch, you can have a conversation with me, but just don't assume that, oh, I got it. And what about these places? Okay, so I had a couple friends, they invited me to, actually it was a drag club here in Atlanta. I'd never been on before. And I was like, okay, this is fun. I actually I'm just going to have an appetizer and a drink, right? I looked, I said there's no cover to get in. So but I had an idea of what I was gonna spend. And she said, oh, it's $70. I said, I had wings and a drink. Like, what is happening here? And I said, oh, never again. If she had to prepay for these for tickets or something like that, why didn't she tell me that? Yeah, I don't like that. I just don't like that. Now you're muted. I don't like.
Girl, I done been there too. Like, let people know. Like, don't surprise people.
I, of course, paid, but I was like, what? I had this. These was a
See,
lot.
that's a whole, like I said, that's a whole. I was talking about that topic before. Like for me, for my friends, I just be like, you know what? I don't like that split bill. I ain't got time for all that. So we do like kind of the mutual thing. Like, okay, this time for me and Crystal go out, I'll pay for the whole bill. Next time, it doesn't even matter if one time it was $100, one time it was $130. I'm not that petty. So we kind of like rotate. Like, so it's fair. Like, okay, next time it's my turn. Because all that splitting, and then that's why the waitresses be going. I mean, that's too much. They don't want to split the bill anyway. So let's just take care of this. I don't have 72 cents. And I'm laughing because it was somebody that would pull out their calculator and be like, you owe. I'm like, I don't, if you don't
I'm like, just take my card, take their card.
It's still irritating because we had to like cut that person loose from the group because she would be so petty. Like, I'm like, and she made good money. So she was just like real, like just extra. And I was like, she don't stop asking me. Like, it'd be like, she wants to change. Okay. Like, I don't even have change.
What in the world?
Years ago, a group of us all went out to this restaurant. It was a Mexican restaurant. And I feel like it was about 10 of us. It was a big group. And one girl joined us with her 2 kids, which is fine. But then when we started to split up the bill, I gave my money. Here you go. This is what I paid for. And the waiter's like, you guys are still short. You guys are still short. And next thing you know, our friend was like, she said, let me go take my son to the bathroom and let me get their coats on. And we're like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? And she nicely slipped out without paying that bill.
Wait, she did a dine and dash on you?
Yes, because we were like, everybody paid their bill. Like, but there was so many of us. And a good friend of mine was like, I know exactly what happened. There were so many of us that she did not pay her bill. She did not pay her side. Stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I want to go back up to that comment
I do too.
If the itemized speak tune reviews.
I do too.
I wish somebody would send me an itemized receipt. You was dating me, it didn't work out. I don't owe you. You didn't establish that it was a loan. You enjoyed my company. I enjoyed your company, and we're good. I'm not. If you send me an itemized bill, we didn't have an agreement. It was dinner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see your itemized list. Be like, well, the makeup that I put on, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be petty. The gas is
like Mariah Carey when she sued that man for wasting her time.
You better stop playing. Do not send me. I'm petty too. Like, boy, I did not agree to that.
I'm trying to find it because he said that. So if we break up, so does the guy send you an itemized bill?
No, because it's a gift. All the court shows, when you give somebody a gift, the only thing that they get back is an engagement ring. But if you gave me a gift, you don't get nothing back. Like, I had a guy that was like trying to take a purse back. Like, well, you just being real petty. But if you want the purse, go ahead, enjoy, because it wasn't vintage or anything like that. So, boy, bye.
Yeah. Speaking of money, if a woman agrees to date a man and allows him to pay for the dates and decides to end things, should he send her an itemized bill or take her on to Judge Mathis? No, these are dates. You want me to pay you back?
Misha. Okay. Okay, Misha, even though she already got her makeup at the house, the time that it takes her time to put her makeup on. It takes time for her to get her hair together. Let's say she went and got her hair.
But time is money. Like, I'm sitting there at the restaurant with you for 2 hours. I could have been making a video for YouTube. I could have been doing a part-time job. Like, I could have been doing a lot of different
with her daughter.
things.
She could have been spending time with her daughter. There's everything else that she could have been doing.
Right. Is he asking that because he didn't get none? That's what it sounds like. like you paid and you didn't get the repeat the reward you wanted. Now you want an itemized list. Like, no.
But in my head, I'm thinking every date we have, are you sitting there calculating? Are you sitting there writing down $100, $200, three? Are you sitting there writing stuff down?
But see, that's the
petty is that?
intention. That's what I was talking about the other night when we were talking. Basically, guys have expectations, and so after that's why you shouldn't be taking girls on $200 dates if you can't afford it. Because if you now your feelings hurt. So you took her on a couple of $200 dates, and now she didn't give you any. Now you're like, oh well, what's going on? You only been on 3 days, bruh. You could have went and got you a stripper or a prostitute, because this is what that sounds like to me. And I'm not, selling the cookies.
Don't take me to Panera Bread. Don't take me to
Now,
Panera.
what about these expensive gifts, though? We see it on IG and stuff when these rappers buy their girlfriends cars and lands and property. So, would you expect that back now after
He got
break?
money like that. It's still a gift. A gift is a gift. If you
Right.
give a gift, okay, so let's talk about this. Who is the guy that his girlfriend gave him the kidney and then he broke up with her? She couldn't ask for her kidney back. That was a gift. Who you remember the comedian? The comedian, he got a show now. Something, the short guy, Tracy Morgan. His girl she gave him her kidney. And then for whatever reason they broke up. I don't know if it was I can't remember if it was his reason. I mean, his fault or her fault, but they broke up. So now he has her kidney. And he got big money after that Walmart thing. So now you got a kidney and some money. Bruh. So that's how I think of it. You can't get your kidney back. So you can't get your gifts back. Those are gifts. Gifts are gifts.
So gifts are gifts except for the engagement ring?
Yeah, because there's an intention behind that. You intend to marry the person. So in the court of law, they say if you intend to, marry, now if you go through with the act, you don't, get the ring back. So, after my, husband, I took, the ring and sold it.
Okay, cool. I hear you on that. Okay. So all gifts go back. Necklaces.
No, he didn't get nothing. The bracelet, everything. I had a nice look. I went and took the bracelets because I was like, I don't want nothing of you. So I went and got, that's when, the price of gold went up. Listen.
It's true. It's true. You keep all that. I said keep all that. But
Yeah.
those dates and that getting to know you, that's time that I'm spending to get to know you with an intention to a relationship. Not if you give me an itemized list afterwards, that is beyond petty.
That's what I'm saying. But that's
Well,
what he's in his feelings. And guys are petty because, like I said, dude try to take a purse. And I'm like, you think because you think I'm materialistic and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I'm gonna hurt her. You act like that's the only person I'll ever have, or the only one I have. Like you give me my purse. That's a gift.
You so angry you want your purse back? Go ahead, take it.
So no, we're not about to. But like I said, sometimes like when it gets to that point, sometimes like if it gets where it was like a violent situation, okay, you know what? Take your purse, go on about your life, enjoy.
Okay, so Jada said, if you're gifting a car or any other major priced item, I turn right around and tell you that I'd like my name on it and yours taken off. Car, house, property, business, etc. I actually agree with that. I would not, if you're going to give me and you're saying that it's a gift, then I think my name should be on it. I think that I should be added to the property. Because if it is mine, and then I don't
know. She said, no, I don't want to be added. I need your name off because then he can still.
Yeah.
What if it's leased though? Then now you gotta make the payments or something.
Well, that ain't a gift. So don't
right.
That ain't a gift, okay?
It's not a gift. It's not. I'm still looking on that. That's no.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, at this like juncture, like I said, I'm the type of person, like I said, if I see that, we're real friends, I know your real situation. So, okay, like I said, most of the time, you're gonna help anyway, your friend. And sometimes they don't even have to ask, so you just like, it's not a loan, I'm gifting you this or whatever. So as far as like loans, again, I'm not cool with loans at this point in life. I'm trying to retire. I don't want to work to old and gray. I want to be able to enjoy. So no loans on my end, anymore. Unless God come down from heavens and say, you know.
So Chris Natha said, when I was younger, I was gifted promise rings times 3 by 3 different guys. When we broke up, they all asked for it back. Nope, I kept them and sold them later. Yeah, that was a promise for something.
No, that's ghetto and cheap, because I had a guy. No, I was true story. I was in college. Dude gave me a ring. And then these people were coming up to me like, that's so and so's ring. That was her ring, and then he gave it to you, and blah blah. I was like, what? Like, so that's like that's my thought in my head. Like, you are being cheap and ghetto. You trying to re-gift this ring to another female so you don't have to pay again.
I had an ex do that to me. He gave me some of his mama stuff. And I was like, so me and her ended up getting cool. And she was like, where did you get that from? Whatever. And I was like, yeah, no. She was like, oh my, your son is a thief.
Oh my God.
Gosh, Jada said, I shocked a guy when he bought me a motorcycle for Valentine's Day. And I was like, thanks, baby. We need to go down and get my name put on it and put on yours and yours taken off for my off of my gift. Thanks again. I agree. If it's my gift and it's Valentine's Day, then that's my gift. Thanks for the thought. Okay, a motorcycle. All right.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You have to be like clear. Like I said, I think the more with wisdom we get smarter. Because when we were young, we probably was young and dumb and full of. But the older you get, you make better decisions. You're like, I'm not about to be, going back and forth, like you said. And then somebody else earlier I think it was Kojo's show. It was like if you Zelle them, you put loan in the line, whatever. I forgot what it's called, line. But you put in their line for the loan to be paid back.
Right.
So again, I don't need to know that, because again, nobody can't ask me to borrow no more money. So if you're watching, don't ask me. No, I can't.
Don't ask me. Again, I don't mind if it's something small, but at the same time, like anything, because like I said, I've had 1,500 stolen from me from a family member, which I didn't know. That's not what was happening at the time. I trusted this person. And with Kojo's show today was giving me flashbacks as to what happened. And I was like, oh, never again.
Kojo that took us all to a whole other level. I was like, Kojo,
I need to go back and watch that, because I ain't there yet.
Like, I was ready to go in on that 7K. Okay? But I was like, you know what? What Kojo said, it was true, because I've been truly blessed since this time period. It was just the principle that I want my coins, just the fact that you're trying to play me. But sometimes when you let stuff go, the Lord will bless you abundantly and in so many ways. So like, I know that I've been blessed, and I know that certain situations, I know it was just nothing but him. I'm out here single doing my thing, but he keeps me. So
right. Chris said, I only give gifts when I can afford to give. I would never ask for a gift back, but I also am not gifting men expensive, crazy gifts. I agree. That's exactly my thought, Chris Natha. I'm not going like all out and going these expensive, crazy gifts. A man's not getting a motorcycle from me. I'm not right now.
He almost got one that one day, though, Crystal.
Oh, what? Not good. No, he didn't. I looked at him like, what is happening? I said, let's go. That's funny. Funny, y'all. What the creative? I'm gonna keep calling you Wealth and Health until I can't. My ex gave me a cute bear for Valentine's Day, and when we broke up, it was my mama's birthday, and I decorated the house and gave it to her.
So basically, she regifted it.
Yeah, you regifted it to your mom. Well, she liked it.
I remember somebody was trying to get something, and I was like, no, because you're still going to be wearing it. And it was it was funny. I was like, okay, so it was a gift, and so everybody was trying to get the mink, and I was like, okay, I don't want it. So then I looked up. He didn't gave it to somebody else, and when I see her in it, I'm like, I just want my coat back because I still got to see it. I don't want to see the coat. So give me my coat.
Constantly seeing it, that's that memory. Constantly that triggers something. That
Yeah,
constant.
and it was like
I see that. I hear what you're saying.
he gave it to his mom. So I'm like, when I see him looking like that's my coat.
Ooh. Mm-mm.
And I was like, so I'm supposed to steal? That's why I gave it away. Or left it. You know, I gave it away, but left it like, I don't want that. I don't want no part of this or whatever. Right. And then, you know, mink take too much work. You got to take it. And that's what I'm just thought about. Like, oh, I still haven't picked up my minks. Like, you know, you got to take it to the things. You know, you know what? My aunt, she has a nice house in Tennessee where she got the little mink closet. I ain't got that kind of money. But I was like, you got a closet for your minks? But gosh, you got that real money.
My mother did too. My mother did too. She had a closet just for her minks, just for her.
Yes. And I was like, so that's the thing because I always forget to go pick, you know, because I don't, during the pandemic, we haven't been outside. But yeah, the mom, she showed up one day and was like, do. I was like.
But besides that, she's like, especially when she was in California, don't ever be even caught dead with a fur and it'll get destroyed any second because now everybody's, you know, PETA and everything. So yeah, oh yeah,
But again, I was like, you know, at the end of the day, like I'd be like, listen, y'all be, you know, people be picking causes, okay.
But they pick causes. Oh well, this is what I need it for. That's you don't really need that. You don't, and it's about trust. To me, it's about trust. And can we really trust that they're going to be using it for good? And am I going to be seeing you shopping with your shopping list and bags coming home next week and you still
like you said, Instagram make it so like, you know, make you pissed because again, you see people's IG and whatever and they're taking pictures like, oh, they're on a trip and you be like, but you owe me. So that's why I say I don't want to fall out anyone. And like I said, I'm trying to save my coins. So I'm trying to be financially responsible. So I don't have time. So my circle is real small. So we don't have to worry about that anyway at this point.
Nope. So, okay. We've been talking about loans, but I got a little dilemma, y'all, and I really want the chat's opinion. So I'm starting my weight loss journey, and a good friend of mine is telling me to go ahead, and I thought about it and I mentioned it. I should put before pictures online. But I don't know that I'm a pretty confident person. I'm a confident person, not pretty confident. But at the same time, putting that on Instagram, putting those pictures, putting like those what I look like now pictures. She said, put the pictures and the number, put it all up there, and people will really, you know, relate to you and all of those things. And I said, I don't know if I can do that. I can't. If I put the pictures up, I'm not going to put the number. She said, expose it all. People will really be able to relate to you and see your progress, and people are really going to be excited and encourage you. I don't know that I can do it. What are your guys' opinion? Misha says go ahead and do it. Key is kind of on the same wavelength as I am. But the fact I am pretty bold. I like Misha and I are the same sign. I'm like on the verge of doing it, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh God. Like there's gonna be some people that are gonna just like rip me to shreds, but I already know. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
And so let me give y'all my reason.
Yes.
For Misha's being brave. So like I don't know. Like I just don't. Okay, so this is a whole nother show because I was gonna call Crystal up and like let's go live, and I end up getting myself exhausted. But in this like world that we're living in, some people may be inspirational, but some people in this world are so evil. Like evil. And when I mean evil, it's like you say the wrong word on these YouTube streets or whatever or anywhere, and they will put you on the cross. So it's just like sometimes you're having so much stuff on your plate, and then somebody put something on there that day, and we all have that breaking moment, no matter how secure we are. And so that's why I just said that. I was like, no, I'm not about to give y'all room to say, because I was on Culture one day, and you know how everyone, I think I shared this with you guys before, how everybody said Paige was, ugly. I never thought Paige was ugly from Mask, Married at First Sight, if nobody watched that. So dude was being funny, like, yeah, look at Kia up there looking like Paige. And I'm reading the comments like, why is he? And I knew he wasn't saying like, oh, she looked in a cute way, like she looks, you know what I'm saying? And he kept digging and kept pushing. So that's why I said that. I was like, if you in a space where you're not all, because people will take you, even the strongest people. And I've even, became close to some of the people that are from reality shows. And, they just say sometimes how, like, you have on the wrong shirt or wrong something, how people clown you. So again, we are human. So I'm not at that place right now. I got to just take the good with the bad. So, because I'll be ready to fight. Eastside Kid come up and be like, what? You said what? Look at you. I'm just saying, because what if somebody be on there like, okay, like how y'all said, Ryan's approach, how he said the fat girl on the thing. So what if a guy come on there like, yeah, Crystal, you need to, I'm just not at that place. So Crystal,
yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, you can't let that limit you, because people are going to talk regardless. And with social media, we have controls now where we can control our comments as far as like certain words, like you don't want people to say, like on my YouTube videos, people were in my comments talking about, you talk slow, you take forever to get to the point, just spit it out. So I went to my settings and I edited those words, talk slow, get to the point. I edit that out so I don't see those comments. And you can do that on YouTube, you can do it on Instagram. This is free game for y'all. But you can put certain words in your comments to where you don't see it. But at the same time, like, I get what you're saying. But I think it can also be very inspiring, uplifting, and motivating, because I definitely need to see somebody losing weight so I can get on board with somebody.
Like I said, no, it just depends on where what place you in. This week I had a bad week. I text Crystal. I was like, I feel like crying. It was nothing about YouTube really, but anything that somebody might say, I might start crying. You might say, Kia, is that water cold? I might start crying. So when I know that I'm not in a good place, like when you get on the airplane, they say, okay, if you can't save yourself, don't try to save nobody else first. So I'm just saying, for me, at certain times of your life or certain,
Right.
situations, that you just don't add extra pressure to your life. If you can handle it, you're in a good mental space. But if you know that you got some stuff going on, your work life is hectic, this is hectic, you not in the mood, for extra stuff. Now, some days I be gravy. I just had a rough 2 weeks.
I actually hear your point, because the person that's telling me to do it, go for it and do it, she did it, and it really helped her and inspired me, because I would be seeing her working out and I'm like, oh wow, I love seeing those workout pictures of hers, and like really helped. So it does help, and weight loss is something that especially as women, that we all deal with. And that's why when the other night, I was like, he could have just waited 2 more minutes. Like, he could have just get out of the show first before you, because it's so funny.
If y'all were in Kia's men's panel last night, y'all need to watch the replay.
If nothing else, to get those watch hours up, please watch that replay. But what I was telling Misha before Kia came in is, I had my friend that passed away. Her son said to her one time, because she was on her weight loss journey, and he said, Mom, I'm really disappointed in you. I really, I know that you're really trying. And, it's one of those times where she wasn't consistent, and that hit her better than somebody saying, women, you got to lose weight. Women, you're fat. And why don't you get out you think that the social media got you thinking that you need to be fat. And I was like, that's not what we're thinking. Like, that's not, and that's what he said. That's not what we're thinking.
And normally, like I said,
I got mirrors. I got a full length mirror right here.
And sometimes I do be like that, you know, create wealth and health. The creator, she was like, "You so sensitive." Like, yeah, I am for the last month. Maybe it's that time of the month. I don't know. I'd be like, "Oh, don't say nothing," because I don't even got the energy to be Eastside Kia. So, I mean, like I said, to each his own.
But go watch Kia's men's panel. You'll know what we're talking about. You know, they came for our bonnets. They came for our period draws. Then they started talking about the weight, and I said, "Oh heck, no!"
I don't know if Robert is still in the comments. So, Corey said, "Who was that? Corey was talking about no Bath and Body Works." So, why I get an email today saying you got a package from Bath and Body Works? So I knew it was Robin, and I said, "Robin, did you just send me some watermelon?" She didn't say anything. I said, "Girl, you got if that's what it is, y'all gotta be scared to put on some cucumber melon," because Corey just said,
he said none of the citrusy scents. We don't want to like the mandarin, whatever. And I hear what he's saying though. But I have some, but that's because I've been in this house. I work from home right here. That's what I shower with. But if I'm going out, I got that Chanel. I got the Chanel Gabrielle. What I got.
Yeah, but, so ladies, go back and watch it. Like, because we was sitting there like, wait, because it was going okay, and then at the end, Rob was just like,
the last 10 minutes just went like, room. I was like, what? And he said, "Come to bed bucket naked." I said, "Hold up now, hold up."
I like that.
That's how butt naked is the best way.
But whatever happened, that's what me and Shania were talking about. Whatever happened to the t-shirt and no panties on, or whatever happened to the boys short, like whatever happened.
What happened to that? Is that not good enough anymore?
Apparently not. Oh no.
Jada in the comments, I guess she's extra girly because she shared the video earlier and she was like, "Yeah, ever since I knew about sexy, she just be sexy all the time." Now we're gonna have to do another show on this. What's granny panties? Because I'm lost. Like, okay, stop. Because my panties they're not like lacy and all sexy, but they cute. So I'm like, well, y'all doing too much. I think granny panties is when you have them above your navel. So if you got them all the way up here under your bra, I think that's granny panties.
Yes, they cover your stomach. They offer some type of control or support.
I didn't even have that when I was, if I am on a period, like why would I?
Mm-mm. So my friend today, I'm talking to her. She's like, "Yeah, my panties is almost at my navel." She said, now that you mention it, he only say that I'm attractive when I had the other panties on." She said, "Oh shoot, now I gotta put away them." I said, "See,
that's what the guy said. That's what the producer said. He said, if you come to bed like that, I know I'm not getting that. I know that's you. Literally told me you. That's this.
That doesn't mean that though. Like I don't think it means that.
So I think it's because you, Crystal, if you come in here with these all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
You turn him his own lock. That's like wearing the pajamas with the feet in them. You like, baby, you get nothing.
Nothing. You locked.
But they got the easy access ones. So
that's true. Now this is now
just throw the leg up.
Now hitting it ladies lounge. Absolutely. They definitely have the easy access ones that open up from the different location. So you can do that.
This creator said she ain't gonna. She said she's straight on them men. She said because who want to wear their expensive cents to work? Now I do wear my good stuff to work because I like it for myself. So I just like that's when I really like want to be at work for them hours. When I used to be before a pandemic, I was already working from home. So I was when I go in, I want to smell good.
No, nobody cares.
They don't care. No, why? But you're doing it for yourself. Okay, at work. So the man that smells good on the elevator, you like, no matter what he look like.
I have been on the elevator with a guy. I'm like,
so good. You're gonna be like, exactly.
Yeah, he has.
You might not even be handsome. You be like,
And I probably smell like Japanese cherry blossom. Let me go out. Now let me go out at night.
Not the cherry.
Somebody said that earlier, and I was like, they were like, I still like that scent. I said, you know what, I still do too. But he's right though. I don't like wear it all. That's not. I
Like,
actually like different scents, some new scents that are coming up.
so okay, answer this question: are boy shorts sexy? I like boy shorts.
I do too.
Yeah, I think they are.
I do too. They're very cute.
But why aren't those considered granny panties? Those could kind of.
We gotta ask the men again because we didn't get enough information. Because I was like,
well, they're hipsters. There's some that are like hipsters that are not all the way up, but they're just like maybe like an inch or inch and a half. That's what I like. I like those. They're like boy shorts adjacent.
Wait, they said, wait, Brandy.
Be careful, Krista. You know you got them people watching you.
Yes, I got the wrong people watching me, y'all. Oh, I had to block somebody today. I was like, what am I? I don't know. I got the pebble. I don't know. I got the pebble. I don't know it. I'm like, what is happening?
Jada trying to get on the panel. Ida was trying to get on the panel.
Yes.
I said they is on there. So I'm gonna tell them that, listen, they was like, yeah. So they didn't wait. Ryan and China came with their blazers on. They was like,
look at the blazers.
I was like, is there an interview happening?
I loved it.
They was ready, okay?
I'm gonna have to send Kia some panties. Granny panties are more than covering your stomach. It's them the cotton brief. Oh yes, so like them cotton briefs from Walmart or something like that I don't even know about. It's them boxer briefs, them flannel shorts. Some of them flannel shorts comfortable though.
So I was like, who said butt naked shine? So I just be butt naked at home by myself. So it ain't gonna be no problem. I'm just saying, like, if I'm dressed for work, like I said, I keep it basic. I like black. So black is like one of my go-to colors. Like, you know, black, even this little black shirt I got on, I'm feeling like little sexy. It's basic. So I do the black cute little bra, black little panties, but it might not have all that lace on it, the see-through or whatever. I don't have time for all that. But it's matching. So Alex, I'll contact the men because they were ready for y'all, and they felt like I cut them off. I'm like, well, it was already 11 o'clock.
Right. I'm about to be doing my women's panel, Jada. Maybe you come on. Oh my God, what did she say?
Juniper Breeze. What is that?
What'd you say?
Juniper said she want the sorry. Somebody said Future said I need the. Okay, you know I can't see. I took my glasses back off.
Wait, okay, flannel. Cindy said flannel. That is a heated box. You're right. That's why I can't do flannel sheets. I don't understand. What was the huge thing about flannel sheets? I said this thing is.
That's old people. Because first of all, if you're trying to be sexy, if you like, okay, so my mom was like, you're gonna be warm. Okay, I'm not trying to be warm. I want it to feel nice on my skin.
You're gonna get warm if you try to be sexy. So don't worry about trying to be warm.
No, you know, older people be like, yeah, but why you? Because my mom, she'll put Christmas trees on her on the bed, and it'd be like January, February. You're like, why is Christmas trees still on the sheets? I need you not to buy those, but she don't care. So when I go to bed, I need my thread count to be right. I need to feel like I'm sliding on butter, like, so I don't need no flannel sheets.
I like to feel like I'm sliding on butter too. Anyway.
And like I said, when you know better, you do better. Because I remember when I was young and I got my first apartment, and you know those sheets that you take out the package, you don't even like get to sleep on them long, and then they already got the little cuckoo bugs on it. That's when you didn't know no better. Now I be like, no, I need that thread count to be right.
Okay, what did Jada say? A guy in college was like, man, bae, you smelling like my mama and my grandma. I faint. No more love spell, no more old smell. No, white diamond.
Not the love spell. That was my go-to. I think we really thought it was a love spell because that stuff does not smell good at all.
It was not. White diamonds and all of that. Stop. No, don't even. No.
I do think we have, like, you know, like I said, I think you could even, like, be casual and still bring a sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put on a jersey and still
Right.
so I think it's your delivery. So when they were, shining like, oh, you gotta do this, I think it's the delivery, how you
I
do
agree.
it. You
That's
know,
what I
like if I was to take this shirt off and I have my little black on, and then I put on one of my little, little robes with the little, I think he'd be like, okay.
It's the delivery. It's how, yeah, it's the delivery.
Yes, like if you get in the bed with a bonnet and a big t-shirt and just roll over and throw the blanket over, of course, like you don't think nothing's happening. But if your delivery is different, then
Wait, why should I say it the side action?
right.
The side action. Look, if I'm in a like a little t-shirt and some panties and a bonnet, you're not gonna. No, please.
Well, yeah, what Jada said, sometimes we do gotta educate like people and be like, listen, these are the good sheets. She said she had a sweetie that she had to tell. Like, we need you to get some good sheets.
I don't even know what youth do is. Like that is some. I don't even know that one. That
But
is.
she said, I think of her grandmother. So again, that must be like real, like
Must be,
older.
ooh, youth do.
So.
What did Jay say? Kia, I had to tell a sweetie that he needed to get a better sheet. Child, I didn't like it on my skin. He didn't know real sheets until he was getting a massage in my bed, a massage on my bed, and then he understood. He didn't even understand the thread count.
So, baby, let me tell y'all
That's
about that. So,
okay.
I'm bougie, but let me tell you, you wait till they have them sale. Macy be having some good sales, and you get them coupons. So you be like, oh, I got $60 in my whatever. Okay, thank you. Let me get this. So again, once you sleep on that good thread count, you ain't gonna want nothing else.
Kimberly, you said don't be fooled, ladies. Some men rarely want what they want, really want what they want. Are you saying they really know what they want?
She might be saying they don't.
They don't know what they want.
Oh.
That's true until they know, and they don't know until they know.
Just like when we was asking about the natural, you ain't really like what's natural. Stop playing. You don't want me looking like because before I got on this show today, my natural was not cute.
Kia said, "Baby," like she always said.
Baby, listen. Shout out to my brother Didi. He gonna try to voice time me the other day. I was like, and I accidentally hit, and then I was like, oh no, that's just fam. But I was like, don't video chat. With my two French braids looking like I'm gonna set it off. Like, no.
You had to set it off braids in your hair?
I had to set it off. I had took my wig off and I had to, the cornrows. And, he's silly because he was like, sis, what's that? So I was like, I accidentally turned it off real quick. Like, don't. So, yeah, dudes be saying the natural, but I'm not saying I can go without makeup. But that real, like, rugged sometimes. Come on now.
Exactly.
That's the truth. They don't know nothing about braid outs, twist outs, and you want a natural woman. She don't come with the curls and the updo. Like it's a process. So you need to know what you're asking for.
Maybe we make it too easy. Because if like I said, okay, with the set it off braids, he not taking me on no date with them set it off braids. So why he like, oh,
right.
I want you to look natural, Crystal. And then as soon as you come out looking like you just woke up.
Tell me why a dude did that, and I went natural. He was like, "You look sleepy. you tired?" I was like, "I don't have no makeup on. I took my doggone lashes off."
That's what I'm saying. The same ones they want natural. They're not gonna take you to the company function. They're not gonna take you to the holiday party. They're not. So to stop saying you want natural, because that's not who you want to show off. Because guys, what Sean said, we're visual. So now you want natural, but you visual. I gotta come to bed with uncomfortable panties on. Like, what is y'all? What do y'all want? Let's just meet in the middle.
That's a lot of work, Kimberly. Really, my pastor does not let his wife wear bonnets at all. They've been married 50 years, and she wears heels daily at 70. I don't know if I believe that. She's sneaking she wrapping that hair. She either not in a bonnet, she in a scarf, something.
Even with a good silk press, you wake up, the little edges be all, be going one way. So I don't know how she must sleep like this.
She got a wig. She's a.
No, she probably just sleep. She got trained. She probably just sleep like this.
She probably do. You're right.
When you like go to sleep and you get like when I know I got makeup on and I'm just taking a nap, you know how to sleep and you be like.
That you slept in the same spot the whole night.
And natural hair is a job. I had my natural hair, and people think like, "Oh, you wear wigs." No, I have hair up under here. However, natural hair is a lot of work. I tried it, and then sometimes when natural hair, you be cute when you leave the house, and then you get to your destination.
Right, once your hair dry, you be like, "What happened?" And you gotta find the right. It's expensive because some products dry out your hair, and some products make your hair flaky. It's a job. Like I was like, oh, my hair is cute. Child, I got to work and was like, wait, what? What happened to my?
It just ruins your whole day. Now you like, you sit at your desk like, please do not let nobody here. Like for real, like I'd be like, oh my gosh. So after that, I was like, you know what? I can't. This is too much. Like you said, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that. Yeah, the natural is a lot of work, y'all. But that's what they say they want. They really don't know what they want.
So Miss Creative said she just got a relaxer after 12 years. So I seen when I was looking at kind of like Ida's hair or whatever. I was like, I think I want my hair short again. And then I was like, oh, but that's gonna take a relaxer. Why y'all shaking your head? So I was like, nah, never mind.
No, short hair is a lot of work. People think because you're cutting it shorter, it's less maintenance, but it's even more maintenance because, like, if it grows even an inch, it's awkward, and now you gotta like figure it out. Yeah, so that's a lot of work too.
And I always like my hair long, but I have friends that like that short hair, that short stack. But she, a good friend of mine, she gets her hair done. I feel like it's every 2 weeks, maybe even every week. That's a lot of work.
Well, again, kudos to the pastor's wife. Like I said, I guess he's a visual person. But if you my boo, I'm gonna, have a bonnet on. I don't know what color it's gonna be. At least they got the cute bonnets now. So at the end of the day, if I got a job. I gotta, even though we're not in the office, I'm doing video chats throughout the day. Right. Like, I'm not about to be trying to, first, and that's damage. I'm not gonna be trying to straighten my edges because they all messed up. No, he better get a life.
Right. And I do have a silk pillowcase, but but white people don't need bonnets. What do they need a bonnet for? They wash it every day. I can't wash my hair every day. So yeah. I made a mistake and wore sheer panties on a day when I had to see my masseur and had to apologize. I picked it up. I picked it for my outfit. This is a lifestyle underwear life.
It's sexy underwear life. So basically, she probably had something on inappropriate.
Okay.
Sheer, so her nipples probably was showing. She had sheer panties on, so she had some stuff going on. Yeah.
Girl, look, you guys.
Jada is okay. So y'all Jada got a whole sexy vibe going on. So Jada been in practice for a minute because, like I said, I do the heels and stuff and whatever. But as far as underneath, all that lace and all that extra stuff. Listen, I mean, it's too hard to be trying to find matching stuff. I just be like, I just want to get up and put the black bra on and black panties. Y'all might
Girl, that is me, black or nude. And that lace be ripping as soon as you wash it. And you be walking around with holy underwear and you gotta throw them out.
That's really the real reason, Misha, why I was saying that. Like, I can basically, I just want to throw the stuff in the washing machine and keep it moving.
I actually have several colors. I like colors, but if I am going out or going with a band, I do the black. I do the black.
With all your colors, do you always be matching then since you want to have a whole variety?
Do you be having a green bra and red underwear? Is that what you be?
If not, but nobody's gonna see it. Now, if I am going out, I will put some black panties on. But no,
But you never know what may happen when you have to, take your clothes off. You might
I
have to go
know.
to the
I may have to go and change up. I might do a change up. But yeah, some guy
So I
strong.
always had that stuck in my mind where they say like, oh, make sure that you just in case something happened, make sure you got matching bra and panties on. So I try to. That's why I said keep it basic with the black.
Thank you, the creative. No bonnets at the airport. That's just Crystal. I don't rock a bonnet at the airport. You can wrap it up. We got cute scarves out here, y'all. We know how to work it. So Jada said, my natural hair is a lot of work. I don't wear bonnets, but I guess my wig is my bonnet. I guess it is.
Oh, you sleep with your wig, Jada? Because I take my baby off. Like if I'm lazy, that's why I said that single life is something different. I be like, whoo, it'd be on the back of the chair.
But I love my hair. Yeah. Just take it off. Like she said, I take my baby off. They're children. Yeah.
So I don't know. So like I said, I just think we can be sexy and in different ways. So I think sometimes like I don't know, like I think sometimes the men do be expecting too much because we don't be asking them for all that stuff. So we don't be telling the men like, oh well, you need, oh I only like silk boxers or it's like that serious for us now.
We don't be like shave that patchy beard. So
or the other stuff. You like you got too much going on because I don't like a man with all that under hair. Now I'm not saying shave it, but don't have a whole
right.
And then you got deodorant. Like no, that's like I don't even
but I don't like if a man is like you need to be waxed or what you need to be waxed too. You go down there to European Wax Center too and book your appointment because you.
Misha, she a little wild tonight. So yeah, I get that, Misha. Like you said, you get it together because you want people to do favors. You like not this mess. So yeah, listen. We just be so like, you know what I'm saying? Like we could be visual too.
So you leave the wig on if you're laying next to your sweetie. Depends on if I'm laying next to my sweetie. To the sweetie, the wig is on.
So it all depends, like I said. But
so when do y'all let a man see the set off braids then? When do you?
Yes. I don't know. We're gonna have to. I might be calling y'all when I trying to get me a boo because it's been so long. So everybody that in the past, we knew each other. So I'm like, how did that even come about? So now it's like, yeah, when do you let them know that I look like Queen Latifah set off under here?
So the creative, you said you had your ex shave the beef taco off his chest. I didn't like it. I needed to see all this muscle. I agree with you on that. Like, hey.
That's nasty too. When they be like nappy that, them little tight ones. Like
BB shots, the BB shots.
Like, baby, we're not trying to fight the power. Go on and
I'm done.
Not fight the power. I can't.
That was tight. You'd be like, I don't know who your mom and daddy are, but no, that's not a good look. Boo.
Yeah, my aunt told me as a little girl to match my bra and panties. I always do. Always. It's brainwashed. It's brainwashed.
That's what I said. So I'm like, I haven't been in an accident where they had to cut me open and I had to match a bra and panties. But it's in my mind that I don't know where we gonna be that we gotta be naked. But
when I'm going out, I match them. But I listen. I'm in this house in that office. My daily panties are different than my nightly or than my going out panties. But
wait, okay, so you're going out panties, but who gonna see them? So that's what I'm saying. My thing is all the time. Okay, Crystal about to get into some mess. She was like, "Don't you be talking for me."
You don't see him. I don't. If I let him go, no. When I go out, I definitely change it up. I have the nice panties and the nice bras and stuff like that, and the lacy.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation because you planning for action. Because we was just talking about that on another show where we was saying like if you know that you don't want to have sex, you gonna wear your ugly panties. My sister, if she's watching, we had this conversation. She said she gonna wear the raggediest panties with a big hole in it that she don't know, and she not gonna shave, and she gonna make sure because she like she don't even shave her underarms. So she like, I don't even want him to take my shirt off or unbutton my shirt or whatever. She was like, no. So Crystal was like she on a mission, and she saying
that is a big thing though. Like if you don't want to get some, or if you know you're not gonna have sex, don't shave your legs, or don't shave above your knee, or don't shave don't shave above your knees, stuff like that. But
so what do you guys think about shaving? So I know all Black women don't shave their legs. So some have nappy like that. It'd be like a lot, and you'd be like, okay. So I had a Caucasian friend, and he was like, well, why Black girls don't shave their legs? I was like, I don't know. Because I was like, no. No, huh?
No, maybe they think it's hair because we do have like the spots on our legs where if you're not looking closely, it could look like hair, the pigmentation.
He said he felt it during the act. So I know a lot of Black women that do not, I don't know, like y'all keep saying who I hang around. I've seen people at the barbecue at places that you look down. Like we were just somewhere this summer, and I was looking like, oh, that's a lot of hair. And it wasn't even like laying down. It was just like, it was kind of like missing in places. I was like, you need to go trim that up because it was just kind of like, it was a weird look.
Some women don't. Some Black women don't. And I remember having a good friend of my mom's years ago said that she didn't because specifically she thought it was the white thing to do. Now, my mother didn't teach me that. I shave my legs, but some Black women do not shave their legs. I don't know if that's the reason. I think that that's the reason she gave me. I don't think that that's the reason all Black women think, but that some Black women just, it was not necessarily a thing that they, concentrated on. I think that was, I'm positive that's the reason she gave me, but I don't know if that's the reason for all Black women not shaving their legs. I do, but I do know
my legs are not shaved now. So while you are judging my friends, well, mine right now is not shaved. Sorry.
I do if they're showing. If something's showing, like my legs are showing, or my armpits are a must. Cause okay, I'm very hairy, so I get my face waxed, I get my armpits waxed. Cause I don't like dealing with the hair. But I will admit, I went through the whole pandemic without shaving or waxing because the wax places was closed, and I was in sweatpants all the time. But if I know I'm wearing a dress and I know my legs are hairy, I would not wear the dress. I would just wear some pants, but I do.
Yeah. But I do have those spots though. I do have the pigmentation, like, and people, they think, what is that? And I said, no, I've shaved my legs. It's just, I do have that though. A lot of people.
I mean, like I said, I don't have to answer to somebody, but he was just asking. Maybe he was looking at my legs that day. I was like, okay, you have to ask the girl that you was sleeping with why she didn't shave her legs. Did you like the party? Like
what? People just, but I do know that there are some Black women that don't. So like when Monique did that whole thing about like she went to Oscars and she didn't shave her legs, it didn't even surprise me. Not because she's Monique, but it just, some Black women just aren't taught that years ago. I don't think.
What do you mean like taught? So like when you mean like, why is it required? Like, okay, again, I'm with Misha with the underarms. I'm not trying to have my, like I said, I don't, don't grow a lot, but you lifting your arms up, I don't need to see all that. That bothers me. And that does, even in the wintertime. I don't want to even be at home. Like, oh, that's just a sight that I don't want to see. But as far as like the legs, like,
But I think what you just said is not necessarily taught. It's not necessarily that was a big thing to be taught.
But why is it a requirement?
Armpits were. Would you say why is it a requirement?
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily.
Why was it like?
I think it's been like put in our brains as women that it's feminine.
Yes.
Like if you have hair on your legs or hair on your armpits, like it's a bad thing or you shouldn't show it. So I think it's like a society norm or social norm that's been like engraved in our head. Like if you want to look nice, if you wear a dress, it's kind of like you wear a dress, make sure your toes are painted, your legs are shaved. It's like that type of thing that I think it makes us feel like a woman in a sense.
I agree with that. I think not everybody thinks it
Wait,
has to
who
be a
is
choice.
Trophy did? He said they said some men like hairy women.
Some men don't mind it. Some men don't mind it. Yeah. And I think that it was a little bit of a Eurocentric thing to do, but it just became the norm. That's what women do. And that's what we followed. I'm noticeably mixed and I have a little hair. My mother used to say I had hair but I had white blood in me. So I grew up shaving young until I realized some people got hair and some don't. Yeah. But
Man,
because that's what was ingrained in you, so
so I
yeah.
think like this. Make a long story short, the man for you is the man for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to wear your granny panties, he's gonna, be with you with your granny panties. That means that my personality is so big that you're not gonna even realize I don't have no granny panties on. But he's gonna accept you for who you are. Because again, if we want to be petty, we can be like, "Sir, you need to do X, Y, Z." Then you're gonna have him at the place. What is it? Look, getting his stuff waxed. He ain't gonna like that feeling because that wax down there, baby. So, sir, if you don't want all these extra things that you expect from us, don't be, So I think like the man for us, whatever, he will, accept who you are.
Right. This was fun, y'all. Thank y'all for your opinion on if I should go ahead and do this. I'm gonna read the comments back. I'm still on the fence. I'm probably I don't know. I'm still
Well, pray on it and make your
I'm
decision.
gonna pray on it. I'm gonna pray on it and make my
So
decision.
in
What did
closing,
you to say? Armpit hair is a bit scary to
yeah,
me.
because you see somebody like doing your hair, she's your hairdresser, and she can all that hair. She like,
Especially if it's old deodorant. Oh my god. I don't I don't be wanting them to hug me. I feel odd when when they're reaching over the stove for food. Exactly. Except there's a whole thing to armpit hair. There's a whole thing to armpit hair. Oh, that's I I have a
so
feeling about
just in closing, I'm faced all the way by Misha today, okay? Dang. Oh, I got the lip gloss too. So Misha got all my face today, Y'all see? Misha got me. Okay. So this right here, I have this on. This is her eyeshadow palette. You can see that I actually really wear it for real because look at it, it's like almost gone. So I was in there like, okay. So that's her eyeshadow palette, and I have on her lashes. Yeah, I love her lashes. And then I was getting dressed in intramural today. I put the eyes on like round one. So yeah, I always tell you guys to get this because I love the spoolies on here. A lot of places don't put the spoolie on there. So if you're out and about, I was telling my cousin today. Shout out to my cousin. She know who she is. I told her she needs a starter kit. The starter kit, ladies. Let me tell you what the starter kit is. You don't have to wear makeup. She said, I'm not, I don't know how to do all that. I said, the starter kit is one of these, the eyebrow pencil, an eyeliner, the lip gloss, mascara, and a lip liner. So you always carry that in your bag. So you never know what you might pop into. You might have been rushing out the house. You can't. Then you get into something. You can do this in the car. Again, fix the eye. Color me in a little bit. Put the eyeliner on. Put the mascara on. Lip liner and this. So Misha is my starter kit. She's part of my starter kit. So yeah, that's what I want to promote today. And it's Queen of Life Cosmetics.
I'm also styled by Queen of Life Cosmetics, but I left it in my bathroom. So this is the eyeshadow here, and this is the lip gloss here. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't name it, but it is Queen of Life Cosmetics. And yeah, I always put it on right before I come in here tonight.
I have another shout out. So everybody was earlier in the comments talking about my hair. So this is a RPG wig, okay? So RPG show, they reached out to me. So they put me in their magazine. So they talking about my book in their magazine. So I made it to RBG. They're trying something new. So they're doing like you know, we are the black people, we buy enough of their wigs. So they trying something with black businesses to promote our black businesses. So you might, want to follow them and see if you can get into one of their, editions or whatever. But yeah, they started a magazine. So they will be featuring my book. So I was so happy today when I got that email. I was like, oh, so she's sending me copies of the magazine, the paper copies. So yes, that was like awesome today. So that's why I said the person with the little 7K, you can have that because God is gonna take me to new places. Y'all gonna look at me and Simone gonna be doing some stuff. And at the end of the day, we all gonna be blessed.
We all gonna be blessed. Y'all pray for me. I am
creative acts about the hair. So no, the creative, all the wigs that I wear on here are from RBG. These are some very good wigs, and the lace is awesome.
Her hair is fly tonight. I love that red. I love that, and I love the purple too. I am shooting a film short January 15th, and I am casting. We are doing callbacks tomorrow afternoon. Pray for me, y'all. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm writing another short and a romantic comedy. So just keep your eyes out for a lot of things coming from Crystal and Net. We got a lot of things going, and I need 3 PAs. So I am going to be putting the flyers out because we got work to do. We got to really change the narrative and change the narrative and get some chocolate people on the screen. Yeah, this was a lot of fun tonight. This was a lot of fun. Thank y'all so much.
I want to know when the casting call. So I think Jada and Crystal need to link up because I'm not sure where Jada is right now. So y'all might need to link, DM or something.
Yeah. Okay. I will send you here my email address. I'm gonna banner my email address at the bottom, and I am determined because I put the wrong intro, so we will be going out on our regular out intro.
Yes, and make sure you guys click the likes. So go to all 3 channels and click the likes. Make sure you go in. Like I said, it only take a couple of seconds. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Again, we're just trying to get our, subs up and get our, stuff going. And, just like I said, be supportive because, again, we're all out here trying to do big things.
Wait, what is Jada saying? Audio trolls?
Yeah, I'll block them because they're probably on my page. I don't know. They be doing that. The auto trolls.
Oh.
Those people that was
and another thing, speaking of supporting each other, I'm glad that I wasn't. If I was in there when somebody was talking about Miss Kia Simone on Kojo show, I would have had a fit.
No, it was when we don't catch everything. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes you do, and then because Shine and Kojo would have stopped the show. Like, hold on, So no, I'm not always sensitive. I just was saying sometimes when that you're in a place, like I said, like I said, I'm not really sensitive. I'm East Side, I'll pull up on you like what?
Exactly.
And so sometimes like when you just be going through some stuff, you be like, I ain't got time for the foolishness. Like, somebody called me the other day. I was like, listen, what now? I'm not about to argue with you. So yeah, it was just one of them days that I was like, he's trying me. He
want to do
something ugly himself.
About are we our true selves? Because I feel like we are delivered. Like I'm very much now the nice sweet Crystal, but sometimes you can take us there. Like a couple weeks ago, when I was on my live, I was talking about and Monique was in a channel 2 weeks ago, how this guy, I was just angry and just had a fit. And I said, oh, that Aries fire, she's still in there,
But again, people that bring negativity, that's because they're miserable. But like I said, when you're not in a good place or you got some stuff going on, you be like, listen. And that's why I tell people, we're gonna end on this. Be kind to people. And then I'm talking about me because I'll bounce back because I got Jesus on my side. But sometimes you never know, and people be like, well, why did she kill herself? Or why did this person do this? Nobody knew. So I tell people like at work when they're being mean to people or just in real life, I'm like, you don't know what's going to take that person over the edge while you picking and being, everybody's not strong. I'm a child of God. So, I know that this too shall pass, but everybody's not. So just be kind when you being funny with somebody or you joking about somebody. You never know like what people be holding in. I know when my dad died, nobody knew. So at that point, you know, you like gone somewhere. So you never know what someone's going through. That's all I want to be on. So just be conscious, just be nice, be kind, be love each other.
Absolutely. Be considerate of everyone. Thank y'all. This was a lot of fun tonight. And